this peaceful place, just to sit and notice how I'm feeling and what I'm thinking about. I've come a really long way in terms of finding peace, and I can say that for the majority of the time I do feel at peace with myself. But for a long time that wasn't the case. Sometimes it's good to come somewhere just to get in touch with how you're feeling and allow yourself to think the thoughts that you're thinking. And if you have somewhere you can go which is really, really peaceful, that's just perfect, because there's no distractions, or at least the distractions that are there are going to help you notice how you're feeling. So I can hear there's actually a grave being dug over there, and it's making some sound which is disturbing the peace a little bit. But say if you go somewhere which is really peaceful and you're hearing a noise like that and you find it very irritating, that's stirring up something inside you, which you can work with then. So, and there's birds, there's a lot of birds now, there's seagulls, they don't make them the best sound. When you sit in stillness, you can notice everything around you, the sounds, maybe the smells, maybe people walking past. Just see what emotions that stirs up inside, and that can be a clue and something to work with to see how you're feeling. So in terms of remembering peace, if you have a time in your life that you really felt at peace, you can just take yourself back to that time in your mind. And if all is well, the memories will bring up the emotion, or maybe peace is absence of emotion, I'm not sure. However you experience it, it's going to bring that up, bring you back to that place so that you can remember what it felt like for you to really feel at peace. Imagine where you were, who was around, the environment, what you were doing at the time. Was it a particular job that you were doing? Were you at school? Were you studying? Were you on vacation? Whatever it was that you were doing and the people that you were with, if you can recreate that in your mind and really feel into the feelings, the feeling of peace, then you can get back to that place. And then when you bring yourself back to your current situation, and if you notice there isn't peace, there's an absence of peace, you then have almost like a scale, I guess, of where you are now, where you were, which is where you want to get back to. And then the next thing is to close that gap. So notice the differences in the people you were with now, then, and who you're spending your time with now. Maybe the type of job you were doing then and what you're doing now, the environment, two environments, how they compare. And then you'll start to notice what it is that makes you feel at peace, and you can see where maybe you've drifted away from something which was peaceful for you. And peace is not something we tend to focus on as human beings. We're focused on making money, status, wealth, health, lots of things which could bring us peace, but the focus is on the material things, the physical things. Whereas peace is a feeling and a condition and a state of mind. So yeah, I would say that's the first step, is to remember a time when you really felt at peace, and then to make the comparison, see where the differences are, and then see what you can do, what actions can you take to close that gap.